All right, if you're new to bourbon hunting and want to know how to find great bottles like this, stick around and I'll tell you. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of it is luck, but you have to make your own luck. I know that sounds stupid. Earlier in my hunting career, I would go to every single store. I would have out certain sections mapped out where I'm going to go. I'm going to go to this store first, this one, this one, this one. I would go north one day, south another day. I would break it up into sections and hit about anywhere from a half a dozen to a dozen stores. Okay, do that for a while. You have to know the stores and what they have. Almost every store you're going to go into will probably have the shelf stuff priced regularly. That's what you're not interested in. That if you're hunting, you want the allocated stuff. So you need to know what stores have their allocated stuff at good prices. Maybe not necessarily MSRP, but you don't want them at secondary or post-secondary prices. Those are insane. So you have to know what stores are good to go to that will have fair prices. Obviously, if you're in Ohio or a state like that, everything is set, so that doesn't really pertain to you. Get to know your stores. Plan a route. And then you'll have these stores in the future where, you know, those are the stores you're going to target. That's not to say those will be the only stores you'll target in the future. But, you know, you can hit some on the way, but those will be your target stores. Maybe have 5 or 6 of those stores, you know, that you know are going to sell stuff at good prices. Okay, the second thing you got to do, once you know those stores, you have to get to know the people that work there, and you have to know the owners. Either one. Whoever you're going to deal with. Don't just go in, say, hey, do you have something, and leave. You're actually going to have to buy some stuff once in a while. You have to be sociable. You know, you can talk about your hobby and, you know, that you're looking for certain bottles. Talk about what you have. You'll get to know if they're knowledgeable. You can get to know a little bit about them. And it's a good thing, right? Don't just go in there and leave. Chat a little bit. Unless, of course, they're monumentally busy, then that's not a good time to talk. You have to use a little discretion, okay? Also, once you know these stores and you know the people that work there, know when they get their deliveries. Don't go there on random times. Stores usually get deliveries 1 or 2 days a week at certain times. So know the times. Know when you have to go there. Don't go before the drop and don't go after. You want to be there that day. So you have to know that information. And you can ask, hey, when do you get deliveries in? That's not a problem. Oh, as I'm looking at this, it's a little crooked. You can see that I have we're in a new spot. I have my backup bottles behind me. We are in the process of just revamping everything. So there's going to be a whole lot of newness coming in. So right now the location's new and hopefully the quality's new. We're going to get some lighting and some microphones and some stuff for the back. So we're going to try to upgrade everything. But right now it's only that much upgraded. Anyways, get to know the delivery dates, right? Second, or well, that's the third. Fourth, know what's coming. How are you going to know what's coming? Well, social media. You can like and follow liquor stores on social media. belong to some groups, local bourbon or whiskey groups on social media. That's always good. I belong to a couple of social media groups on Facebook, not necessarily Buffalo, a few miles away, an hour or two away. And why do I do that? It's not like I'm hunting there, no. But I know the progression of the distribution, and it's going to hit those areas first. So if I see people saying, hey, I got this, then I know in the near future, in a couple days, in a week, that bottle or that stuff is coming my way, right? Why do you want to know what's coming? Well, it's a whole heck of a lot better than going in and say, hey, you got anything new? Hey, you got some Blantons, right? Instead, say, I heard that E.H. Taylor barrel proofs in the area. Do you happen to know when you'd be getting it in? Or did you get it in already? Ask if they already got it in. Like, make it sound like you probably missed the boat. And they might say, no, I have it in back. But knowing what is going to be in the area is helpful because you can be specific with what you're looking for instead of just saying, do you have anything? Yeah, we have all these shelf bottles here that you can buy, dude. Right? So try and be specific. Try and get that info. Social media in the stores and Facebook groups and Instagram, those are all good resources. Subscribe to mailing lists for liquor stores, even if you don't go to it. There's a couple that I don't go to, but they'll be like, hey, we got stuff coming in. And I know their prices are super high, but if they're getting it in, other places are getting it in. So subscribe to liquor stores and their email lists, right? That's always good. Have a group of friends like I do. I have Jim, Quentin, Nick, Joey. It's good to know because they're out looking too. And maybe while you're working, one of them is out and they'll say, hey, this is here. They might pick the bottle up for you, or just you knowing that it's there is good. Quentin knows ahead of time because he's got inside information when certain bottles are going to drop. Now, not the exact date, but close enough where I can walk into the store and say, hey, I heard this is going to be coming. Did you guys get it yet? And that is helpful. Go in there, in the store, have an idea what MSRP is. You don't have to have it, buy it at MSRP. I know everyone says, I got it at MSRP. But have an idea what it is and have an idea what you're willing to pay, right? And be willing to walk away and say, nah, that's too much. Or even better, if you know them, bring cash with you. Cash is king. Don't be afraid to talk them down, especially if you have a little bit of a relationship. Say, I'm willing to pay you this much cash. And a lot of times it's out the door pricing. You give them that money and you're walking out of the store with that bottle cheaper than you thought it would be. Like I walked out of the store with E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof $50 cheaper because I worked them down a little bit. And I know the guy. It's not a random stranger. And it was cash, right? Cash is king. It's going to save them some money. One time I just saw the owner just put it right in the pocket. Don't really care what they do with it. I got the bottle. I gave them the money. And that's good enough for me. All right. So another thing you can do, watch some Whiskey Tube. They'll also tell you what's coming around the bend. And if there's some whiskey tubers that you have a similar flavor profile to, and they make it sound oh so delicious and you're going to get a mouthgasm, not me, right? I know it's not me. But I'm saying then you'll know, oh man, I really want that bottle. They made it sound like it's delicious. Also, Breaking Bourbon has a release calendar. I have that open window all the time, and I scroll through and I look to see what's being released. What am I interested in? I'm really not interested in, probably I have enough Larceny and Elijah Craig, and I'm definitely not going to get the A release. They always seem to be a little worse. Not necessarily, but I'll wait, and I probably won't even get it unless someone's like, really excited about it, like they were the C923, which to me, well, it's a little overrated, but it's getting better. Okay. Click. Not watching this guy. I got it. So, another thing you can do, lotteries. You'll know these lotteries exist because you subscribed or you liked and followed liquor stores on their Facebook page, right? Or your friends told you about them. But lotteries are a good way to get the bottles. This is not a lottery bottle. This was I stopped in. Former student of mine's working behind the counter. Hey, Mr. Fisher. He just points over there. Like, Scott, I know you got to know where the allocated stuff is. And he's pointing my way. It's good to know people like that, or not even know people, but just be friendly with them. And, then they'll help you out. You could be on a calling list. Ask if they have a bourbon club or a calling list. Okay, I got a specific Blanton's letter and a Weller 12 because I was on a list. They might have these. If you frequent a store, they might have a special lottery that you don't even know about. Like, I didn't even know this one store had one. And they're like, oh, you're going to be coming to our lottery. I'm like, I didn't even know you had one, right? Because they don't tell you. They don't tell the public because it's only available to their customers that they value. Talk to people. That's the only way you're going to find out. And be diligent, right? Don't give up. I know I am guilty of this a lot. When I really want a bottle, I will overpay. But once I get that, and if I want a second one, then I am not paying astronomical prices. I am guilty of that. The fear of missing out, FOMO, it's real. You can succumb to it once in a while. Don't let it take over, though. Don't be paying crazy amounts for everything. Okay, I hope that some of this was useful. Some of you are probably like, dude, I knew all this. There is no magic formula, right? A lot of it is luck and timing. But you make your own luck. You know what's coming. You know what days of deliveries are. You have a relationship with the workers, right? So you're not just some random dude coming in on a random day looking for a random bottle, because that will work once in a while, but not enough. I was so consumed with hunting this summer that I did not watch any fantasy football shows, which is why I am now wearing this shirt, because I came in last place. Yeah, 5 times on the trophy, and now I got to wear this shirt and have a decal on my truck. That's where I'm at. This is how much time consuming this was, right? Okay. Hit the like button. Subscribe, share it. Things are going to get better here, at least with the production quality in the near future. Not so sure the content will get better. Well, if my wife's here, it will. Thanks very much. Go Bills tonight. Hope they squish the fish. If you enjoyed the video, smash the like button, leave a comment below, and subscribe to our station.